Hello everyone and welcome to Big Brother UK, no, Faithful to Big Brother UK 2025, where we are here to discuss day 11. And someone has been ejected from the house in the early mornings.
Well, we knew it was happening.
It's very rude. I was in a deep sleep. What have I said now? Oh, that? Is that it? Anything you want to say? Not really. Bit of a shame. But if that's what you want, big bro, that's what you got. See you later then.
Yeah.
Gone. And that's George's time on Big Brother.
That's all we have to say on the matter.
Ended.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
There you go.
Here we go. There might be a sharp cut there at that point. So anyway, should we move on
My
then?
microphone broke.
But hey, do you know what we should definitely talk about? The fact that Cameron B would not shut up the whole day because the group had decided during the task today that he is the laziest and messiest housemate around the house. And Tasia has decided that she wants to do a group meeting, a house meeting tomorrow. So that'll be in the next podcast about cleanliness of the house. And
Yes.
Cameron B's ready. He's going to go tit for tat and I will win.
I mean, the cracks are showing now of like the petty things. Like,
Certainly saw Cameron K's crack.
right, was it wet?
Ass.
But not a pussy.
Not a pussy.
The cracks are showing of like the things of being messy, leaving salt on the table, not washing up your glass or dish, or all those things are starting to show now. It's day 11 on the house, and it's starting to piss a lot of different people off in different ways. Tasia did say in her VT when she came into the house that her and her mum run a cleaning business.
Oh, I forgot
She
about
loves
that.
cleaning. She'll be the one cleaning, but she says people aren't picking up the slack. She will tell them, and to be fair, she has. So the first person ever to have their VT actually present who they are correctly. Well done. So yeah, she's getting annoyed with a few of them, mainly Tate, Cameron B.
Only Tate and Cameron B, I think. I'll be honest with you. They
As
seem
the
to be the
messy
two
ones.
that kind of being picked up about it. And Cameron, I mean, it's fine if Cameron B's offended by it. It's a strange thing to like. It's a strange hill to die on, I must say, for Cameron B.
He's one of those lads who clearly doesn't like not being popular. So when something is said to him, he really takes it to heart. And like they were saying towards the end of the episode, they were saying, oh, he's pretending that he's not bothered, but he is, which in a weird way is more annoying than just admitting that you are bothered and actually saying it.
But if you just say out loud, guys, I'm a bit offended or a bit hurt that you think I'm lazy and messy and that these are the reasons why, then it's off his chest, it's out in the open and it's finished. But Cameron B won't. He won't go direct into saying it because he knows that if he goes direct into it, that it will lose him the confidence of the house. And as you say, he likes being he's used to, in the outside world, being the centre of attention, popular one, as documented or witnessed by us all today in the diary room when he said he was giving comedy value to the house. And it's like, I'm sorry, did I miss that? Because I've not seen any comedy value.
Well,
Howling at the
might
moon in the garden isn't hilarious.
He might be someone's comedy. Comedy is a very wide spectrum. Like we said the other day, he's not for us. That's fine, but some people will find him funny. I mean, he did say being the messiest. He said his bed's always tidy, his wardrobe's tidy, the makeup table, nothing to do with him. That's a mess.
Yeah, but why is he quoting that then? Because if he's not using... This is the point that Tasia was making. Tasia was saying that in communal areas where in areas I'm using, I'm cleaning up after myself so other people can use that area too. Cameron B isn't using the makeup table because Cameron kind of confidently, offhandishly made a I don't wear makeup comment. And so why is that a problem that the makeup table is messy? If it's a problem for the people using the makeup table that's messy, then they will mention that that's a problem.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't agree with Cameron B, but I have to stand.
No, don't.
I have to be Jeremy
Be your own
Vine.
man.
I have to be Jeremy Vine.
What neutral? Switzerland.
Jeremy Vine here. He obviously thought, well, maybe one of these girls who puts all this mess on the table, they should have been voted most messy, not me. That was his problem, that he was voted by the most out because he's used to being popular. So having the most votes pointed to him being the most messy upset him.
I think he's so maybe linked the fact that he's up for eviction to those 2 points, which is the laziness and the messiest.
Nancy seems to be on his side. She said he wasn't the messiest and he helped pick up all the cups at the end.
I was a bit surprised by
show it to
Nancy. I thought, because throughout the episode, like Cameron B was doing his normal type male like showing off in front of Nancy trying to impress her, and every time you could see the internal eye roll
not
by
really
Nancy,
impressed.
not impressed at all. Like when he was
She's
saying,
not easily impressed, Nancy.
I know how to speak Spanish. See. And it's like, nice one, Cameron.
Dos
And
aqua.
yeah,
That's me. I could impress
dos
Nancy.
aqua. And
Two waters, if anyone wants
yes,
to know.
sorry for anyone who isn't bilingual. Thank you for that as well. Well done.
Okay.
But then Nancy kind of is in the garden later and warned Cameron B about the house meeting that's coming. I mean, Tate knew the house meeting was coming, but Tate, because Tasia kind of outright said it in the kitchen. Also a bit surprised that Big Brother didn't pull up Tasia, because technically she talked about nominations, because she
Yeah, but
said
not who. She said if people don't start picking up, it will just give me reasons for nominations.
But the inclination was it was Tate.
Yeah, but that could be anyone who was messy. She could then use as. So she didn't technically talk. She didn't say if Cameron B doesn't do it, I can nominate him. She said if we have a meeting and it still carries on, then I'll have reasons to nominate whoever
Fair enough.
is messy.
Fair enough. Okay.
Cameron B.
I just thought it was very
It was.
on the line. It was walking the tight line between nominations and not nominations, and
There's a tight line of a warning and being chucked out.
yeah,
You don't know
exactly.
what you can say in this house.
For your behaviour.
This woke house. You don't know what's going to happen.
No, but they won't broadcast it on TV because it's not worth it. So yeah. So
I mean, do you think Nancy was a bit snake-like the way she said to him, can you make sure you don't say that I told you this was happening to Cameron B? She said, don't tell anyone that I told you there was a meeting, don't bring my name up, but I've told you. And it's like, so she's trying to be in both friend groups here, and I'm wondering if she is thinking I'm not going to get no nominations because I'm with both. But when she said to him, don't tell anyone, that's like, oh, okay, so you're being sneaky here and you're worried.
No, I agree. That's why I was surprised by what Nancy had done.
Watch out.
But I feel like, again, that nothing is put on in the show, especially if it's edited quite like late in the afternoon. Maybe they add bits and pieces later on. And I feel like sometimes things aren't added, are put in the episode for a reason. And I
They
feel
know
like
what's happening next episode.
Cameron B kind of made out that he was going to be this very calm, cool guy around the breakfast table wherever they have the house meeting tomorrow, and that he'll just be like, okay, that's fine, and not make a big fuss of it. But we've witnessed today that he will make a big fuss of it, and I think that he will be like calling out Nancy. He'll be like, well, Nancy told me you said this, and Nancy will just sit there being like, oh, you twat. So Cameron B will throw her under the bus, I'm afraid to say.
I also think as well, so let's talk about Richard for a bit because he's up for nomination.
We should, because no one else is.
Well, I feel it's a bit horrible, his thing, because Tasia said that to him later. She said, you've had quite a hard time, but like this task was the gaming task and everyone was paired up as a gamer and an avatar. And because George was thrown out, Big Brother used that as the evil eye curse on Richard. You just out of the game straight away, and he had to sit outside. So
NPC.
He didn't get to be part of the task like at all, which was a bit like miserable. And he was outside on his own most of the day.
They said 9 hours, which seemed a little harsh. And as you said, like he wasn't involved with any of the groups at all, and so he was he's already kind of an outsider. And this rule today where they put Richard in the game over jail
away.
or whatever, like that kind of made him more segregated. I thought that was cruel, and I felt Richard did feel left out today. It was a bit sad, really.
So yeah, I don't know if it was only because if George was meant to be there would have then been a pair for everyone. So I don't know if that was the only reason, but it did feel a bit like mean and harsh and like just not fair that he was just completely segregated. But the rest of the night he was on his mattress while they were outside talking, and like
he asked, didn't he? He said to Caroline, he said, what's everyone doing? And Caroline said, oh, they're talking about poo.
Well, yeah.
I mean, it was
not missing much.
It was a sweet story by Marcus. The fact he was in a hostel and picked up a poo with a toothbrush cup. He would mention he made out
past one of his birds and he
had poo on his finger.
Yeah. These are the stories you get with straight men.
Yes, this is straight men. Well, that and Howling at the Moon. So yeah, I mean, I suppose if we brought Marcus up, we need. Oh, go on.
I was going to say, how did that not give Elsa the ick? I thought she got the ick easily, and then they were Howling at the Moon. That would have just.
Cameron B tried to initiate it a second time, and I think Tate and Marcus knew better and then walked inside.
Oh, it's just so cringy.
Oh,
and then
so
Marcus
annoying.
was doing this weird thing where he was trying to pick Elsa up, but
pretending she was too
heavy, which was like kind of upsetting her, but then she was giggling, and it's just like this whole Marcus and Elsa thing's back again.
Yeah.
And they were like doing something in bed. I don't know what they were doing.
They were literally laid next to each other. It was like watching two cats sleep next to each other. You know what I mean? Where their heads are like pressed against each other, but they're kind of just purring quietly to one another because they're like each other's company and warmth.
I mean, in a way, I want Cameron B evicted, but in another way,
100%.
I wouldn't be too upset if Elsa went because it would just stop this romance thing.
Yeah, but Elsa and Marcus is easy fodder for me, while Cameron B is just frustratingly boring. And he's like, it's like the thing with Cameron B for me is like he's just not. I don't
give him a few more days and something's going to happen.
Well, he's got today. He's got the next episode. I mean, if something interesting happens during the group chat about the cleaning, then maybe. But he is deeply boring, Cameron B.
I think Marcus isn't up for eviction, so that's why I'm saying Elsa. But I think at least Cameron B is pushing buttons. I don't know. At least
is he pushing buttons?
Well, he's
stomping around, getting upset.
He's causing something. If Marcus went, would we miss anything?
Yeah, we'll have Marcus and Elsa break up part 2 because that kind of happened tonight as well. Like where Marcus was pretending to do a few things, you could tell Elsa's little cogs were clicking. And I said to you as we were watching, I said, "Oh, Elsa's had a drink," because Elsa's not been drinking to this point either. And tonight she presumably, again, I can't say because I wasn't in the house watching through the mirrors, but she had a wine glass in her hands. I'm presuming she had a glass of wine tonight. And again, as soon as she has a drink, she becomes this different Elsa. Like, I liked Elsa when she was sober and reflective and like talking to others in the group. As soon as she gets back to Marcus, it starts getting frustrating again.
It becomes a lot so fast as well with these two. But he doesn't help.
No, he doesn't. Marcus is 100% as much to blame as Elsa. Sorry.
Wolf. But yeah, so I don't want any more of this howling. I don't want any more of these men.
That was you said they're quite violent, and I just don't want any more of these men.
I don't. They're just annoying. But anyway, they're
just so vanilla and so boring and so obvious. That's the problem. Like Tate and Cameron B are so obvious. Like they literally just play the part of straight men, and it's like, well done. And they're always the ones that normally they do quite well in Big Brother in the sense that they normally have one or two girls who kind of like orbit them at the same time, and so they become their own little clique and group. And that's why, again, going back to what we said about Nancy surprising me, Nancy surprised me a little bit today by kind of breaking off and dobbing the group into Cameron B. I didn't see that coming. I thought Nancy was better than that. So
bit sneaky.
But I mean, that's just my opinion and my big long beard.
And is it? You haven't said, was it a joke or not?
It's a joke to me.
So they lost their task. They didn't get their luxury budget.
Oh, this was
by one flag, thanks to Cameron's counting skills.
No, it wasn't thanks to Cameron's counting skills. It was thanks to Cameron's not telling Zila to hoist the flag properly. He should have said it was the other way around, not the way around he hoisted
but he said it's fine, we've got enough. But they didn't have enough
because
flags.
he thought they'd hoisted 5 flags of their own colour. And it wasn't until Zila walked in after the task and said, oh no, one of the flags was the opposite colour, that they realised that they got it wrong. So Cameron B should have paid better attention at what flag was being raised, other than thinking about his whatever he wants to get from the luxury budget from the end of this week.
Yeah, well, at least it wasn't. There was 3 levels of budget, so they got the medium one at least.
I mean, I didn't even know there was a basic budget. Basic? Goodness me! What's that? Just a box of Weetabix and a bottle of milk and hope.
It is. It's like oats and stuff.
It's gruel, isn't it? They have done that before. Yeah. They give them gruel,
which is as well.
Yeah, which is basically porridge oats and water. They don't give them milk either. It's just porridge oats and water that they have to make. Yes,
but
you're
even
right.
The basic one there's been struggling on, and they got another week of that now.
But economy, they're on economy, which is the middle band.
Yeah,
and again,
but they're not no sweets, no Walkers. No crisps are
very
available,
specific brand,
no sugar and stuff like that. So maybe they'll do the shopping list better this week because they did it really badly last time. But
there was no repercussions about that, by the way, when Zila went into the diary room and read out the shopping list, and Big Brother said, oh, you're like £25 under budget, and so Zila was just like, oh, just add sausages, just add this, just add this, just add this. There was no we kind of thought there would be a repercussion attached to that, but there really wasn't, because that was Zila's opportunity.
Maybe the sausages were popular,
but
the vegan sausages,
apart from with Cameron K, I was about to say, who didn't find the vegan sausages very nice. They were mushy and disgusting. Nothing like a real pig in your mouth.
So eviction tomorrow, you're gunning for Cameron B then?
Gunning is a term to use, but yeah, no. he wouldn't be missed in the house. But clearly the producers want to keep him in because they're
I think he got
desperately pushing him.
I think he got the edit of vote him out edit.
Oh, good. Okay,
And they were
fine.
and I think they were giving Richard more of the keep Richard edit.
I think Richard's going to be interesting because he's clearly in there to play a game, and Cameron B is right, and I think a lot of them are right. Like Richard is in there to play more of a game than he's letting on. I think the problem is that it depends. Will Richard get more involved in the group once his dead eye or whatever it is gets taken away around his neck? Because I think that's a big thing as well. People always, it's almost like in the medieval times when they used to like paint a letter on their forehead because they stole a sheep or something like that, and like
dunce cap or something.
That's it, and they instantly become like the shunned from the community. That necklace that Richard wears is, knowingly or not, made a lot of that group made him shunned.
It's like a hex. Also next week, I feel like we haven't seen much of Sam or Faye Shola. Like those two don't really get a much of their own screen time, or like Sam does a bit every now and then, same as Faye Shola, but like I feel like we need to do a bit more of those two. I feel like they're the ones now we're a week and a bit in, they're the two that I don't really know or see much of, which is odd. You would have thought they would have been quite big characters of the series.
Yeah, I agree. I thought Sam would be a bit more lively and over the top. I thought Sam would actually rub.
He's actually quite calm, Sam, isn't he? He's quite calm and quiet and reflective and just listens, but yeah, haven't seen much of either of them. Faye Shola said a few things about George and how like she understands how his debating skills needs to be improved, and she was kind of a bit like him. When she said that, she's like, I used to be like him, and I was like thinking, oh God, it's another Trish situation from a few years ago. But I think what she meant is like
how you perceive yourself.
Yeah, her debating skills weren't too good, but she was never on the same leanings as him. What she meant is that
different
she
political
used to debate badly, but had different politics. I think.
She said she was aggressive, and she said that she considered George to be quite aggressive when it came to a debate, and she used to be that way too 10 years ago, and then she was able to. She is part of but isn't she a councillor, or am I right in thinking this, or an MP or something along those lines?
No, he was a
okay.
It was like
he's
unpaid one.
Yeah, he's parish council.
I'm assuming he'll be removed from that post now after all the things he said.
Well, maybe. But you know what? I don't care.
No,
let George just quietly go into non-existence.
We'll just see him pop up on
gay porn. We'll see George in gay porn real soon.
He's already done it. He did Heartstopper, remember?
Well, no, did you not see? Someone sent us another picture. Him dressed up in wearing makeup and a woman's jumpsuit and holding a sign up. Yeah. Gay porn for George.
His Instagram is public now, so people have been able to look through all the ridiculous things he's posted and his weird YouTube channel.
He's got a YouTube channel?
Yeah. It's like it's literally, it's just...
Is it Dan Wootton?
No, it's like incelly, like...
Oh, of course it
stupid video. It's just... But it's really cringy.
Shocking.
Very
my
cringy.
God. I can't believe it.
I've not watched... I've only seen clips that have been like on TikTok and stuff, so... But yeah, people have found it all, and so let him
do it.
Let him just...
Like I say, just let him shrivel into... what's the word?
Nothing.
Yeah, basically.
Right. So, my votes, I'm going to save 5 on Richard. Because he's the only one I really want to.
He's the only one you want to keep. I'm gonna give my majority to Richard, and I'll give the other 1 or 2 to Elsa. But I'm sorry, Cameron B does nothing for me. He doesn't make my pussy wet, I'm afraid, and sadly, I'm just not going to be able to actively encourage people to maybe vote for him. But then you know what? Whoever you vote for, good for you.
Yeah, let us know who you want. I mean, the eviction's happening. What day is it today? Friday?
It'll be Thursday? Tonight. So we'll be recording this for coming out tomorrow.
Lovely. So let us know what you think, who you want go, who you want to go, who you want to go, who you want to stay.
You got my disease.
Let us know your thoughts and opinions on who you want to see more of next week as well. We've got some brand new week of Big Brother. George is gone, who's taking up a lot of the talking points.
Too much oxygen.
So let us know who you want to see more of.
So you can find us on our link tree, linktr.ee/faithful2. That's got all our links to our social media and also ways to watch or listen to us on YouTube, Spotify, or any of your favorite podcast apps. If you do follow us on the podcast, don't forget to follow us, subscribe, ring the bell, give us a thumbs up and all the good stuff, so you'll never miss a future episode of Big Brother, or indeed our Traitors podcast that we're doing at the moment, the UK Celebrity Traitors, and any future podcasts for the Traitors, Big Brother, and any other reality show we do. Comment underneath the videos if you watch them on Spotify and YouTube, or you can get in touch with us directly on our social media. And if you like the podcast and you want to help us monetarily, go to buymeacoffee.com/faithful or coff.ee.faithful, and on there you can give us £5, which helps with the running of the show.
Lovely, right? So we have to look forward to seeing what Will and AJ are wearing for eviction number 2.
Ooh, AJ
the
will
first
be...
eviction out the door, hopefully.
Oh yes, a front door eviction. There's no storm.
Yeah. No one's been chucked out.
Sorry,
so
that's hurt your ears. Knock wood.
hope this will be the first one of the series.
3 people have left the show and not one has gone out the front door.
No.
That's an interesting stat, isn't it?
Will have his arms out.
Will have a will. Will he have his arms out? You reckon he's going to get his biceps out?
He always has a vest on recently.
It's very
like
cold.
His thing, isn't it?
It's autumn.
He likes to show off. Anyway, we'll
Okay.
have to wait and find out if we can.
Who knows?
We'll see you then. Goodbye.